And it's still Sunday, the 1st of September. This is one of my new deals I just picked up yesterday. This is a Johnson Manufacturing 2.5 yard pull type scraper. It's got some surface rust. This is the original paint. It's never been repainted. On the back here, these are not the correct wheels and tires. These are more akin to transporting down the road when you're changing locations. It needs high flotation tires on the back. These are 750 by 15s, excuse me, 700 by 15s, and the proper tire is at 11 by 15. Pan is in excellent shape. It's on the original cutting edge on the front. It's bolt on. Got a weight on the door. Hydraulic cylinders appear to not be leaking. We tested it before I loaded it up, and it did not leak on the cylinders. It has a few minor weld repairs. There's a few minor weld repairs needed. Just some minor cracking on some of the welds, nothing major. It came with a pintle hitch on the front, which I don't really care for that. I'm going to swap it over to an Ashland style hitch. Now, it's hard to tell, but this thing is actually in excellent condition. And down here in northeast Texas, they're difficult to find. I've seen rusty, crusty junk scrapers at auction of this size go for $4,000 and $5,000, needing a total rebuild. This one just needs some minor attention. These braces are factory braces, they're not add-on. Here's one of the minor repairs needed. There's a crack on this weld. Simply grind it out and go back with some 7018, and that takes care of that. So overall, believe it or not, this is about 9 out of 10, and I bought it right. The man had it and couldn't figure out how to use it, gave up, and it sat at his property for 10 years without being used. And I know how they work. This is nice size. You can pull with the 60-70 horsepower tractor. Just don't cut too deep. But where the money is the frame, the pan, that kind of stuff. I also purchased another scraper that has the dolly wheels on the front, so you don't load up your rear of your tractor with the weight of the scraper. It'll be here in about 2 weeks. And my plan is to run both, see which one I like the best, and maybe sell one. Maybe not. I'm not a hoarder, but if I get nice equipment, I don't like to give it up. And this is really, really nice unit. And I'm telling you, I got a hell of a deal. I was extremely pleased with the price. And the man had it listed low. He came off that price a few $100s. I'm tickled to death. He's happy to get rid of it, so nobody got their feelings hurt. So it was a good day. Johnson Manufacturing apparently is no longer in business. Don't really care. All these parts are pretty well generic. The weldments, I can fab all those when required. But the roller bearings, that's just a roller bearing, ain't nothing special about it. Cylinders, just cylinders. They can be rebuilt. There's nothing special about them. Hub assemblies can be replaced, or simply change out the bearings and seals, which is what I'll do before I put it to use. Pulled it down the highway about 40 miles. All fine. You know, the bearings got hot on the wheels, and I was only running about 35 miles an hour because I don't know the condition of the bearings. These lines have been changed out to stainless steel lines. They'll never rust, of course. Needs hoses. There's a business here in town called Axion. Apparently they like me. Every time I get hoses from them, they're dirt cheap. I mean, dirt cheap. And they're good hoses. It's a national company. And they're always very nice to me. So, this will be an upcoming project. I'll rebuild it here in town. When I get up to the farm, we'll put it to use, and along with the other one with the dolly on the front, and see which one I like. So, that's all for this one. Thank you.